What started out as 3 teenagers who were hacking Minecraft servers turned into the largest DDoS attack the world had ever seen, creating a botnet consisting of millions of devices and launching attacks on some of the world's largest companies. This is the Mira Botnet. The story gained attention in 2016 when a massive distributed denial of service attack, a DDoS attack, struck the French telecom provider OVH in September, followed by a disruption to the internet in the eastern United States in October, affecting the tech company DYN. As the US presidential election approached, concerns grew that the Mira botnet might be the result of a nation-state preparing for an election day assault. However, what was disclosed in an Alaskan courtroom by the Justice Department was unexpected. The masterminds behind Mira were a 21-year-old Rutgers college student from suburban New Jersey and his 2 friends from outside Pittsburgh and New Orleans, Paris Jacques, Josiah White, and Dalton Norman. All 3 confessed to their roles in creating and unleashing Mira. Initially, prosecutors revealed that the defendants had not intended to disrupt the internet. Rather, their motive was to gain an advantage in the computer game Minecraft. FBI Special Agent Bill Walton remarked they didn't realize the power they were unleashing. This was the Manhattan Project. Unraveling the mysteries behind one of the most significant internet security threats of 2016 led the FBI into a journey through the underground DDoS market, a modern version of an old neighborhood mafia protection racket. Here, those supposedly offering assistance might have been the ones responsible for attacking in the past. After solving the case, the FBI discovered that the perpetrators had shifted to a new scheme, crafting a business model for online crime that had never been seen before, foreshadowing a new, impending botnet threat on the horizon. In August 2016, the initial sense of a significant online event began to surface, setting the stage for what would become a groundbreaking chapter in cybersecurity. FBI Special Agent Elliot Peterson engaged in an extensive investigation targeting 2 teenagers operating VDOS, a DDoS attacking for hire service. He found himself on the cusp of a far more intricate and menacing discovery than anticipated. VDOS, an advanced botnet, worked as a network for malware-infected devices that were under the control of its operators, executing DDoS attacks at their commands. Primarily employed as a booster service, it enabled gamers to disrupt opponents during online competitions, creating a lucrative business model. Customers could easily rent small-scale DDoS attacks through a user-friendly web interface for fees ranging from $5 to $50. As the investigations into VDOS progressed, reports within the security community hinted at the emergence of a new, formidable bot, dwarfing the scale of VDOS. Peterson, collaborating with industry counterparts from Cloudflare, Akamai, Flashpoint, Google, and Palo Alto Networks, delved into studying this malware, quickly realizing how unique it was from anything encountered before. Unlike VDOS, which was a variant from the 2014 Qbot botnet, this new botnet appeared to be crafted from scratch. What set this malware apart was how sophisticated it was. It thoroughly searched the internet for numerous IoT devices that were still utilizing default security settings provided by the manufacturers, exploiting the fact that many users didn't change default usernames and passwords. The malware swiftly assembled a dominant arsenal of weaponized electronics, virtually all compromised without the owner's awareness. The security industry was really not aware of this threat until about mid-September. Everyone was playing catch-up, remarks Peterson, emphasizing the malware's power. It distinguished itself by combining multiple exploits across various processes, surpassing the threshold of infecting over 100,000 bots that had previously stopped others. The incident quickly escalated from mere speculation to a global red alert, surprising not only the internet community, but also its own creators. Mira's exponential growth was nothing short of shocking. Research later revealed that within its first 20 hours, Mira infected nearly 65,000 devices, doubling its size every 76 minutes. Unfortunately, it amassed between 200,000 and 300,000 infections, a scale of strength that has never been seen before in the realm of IoT botnets. These kids were super smart, but they didn't do anything high level. They just had a good idea. Walton from the FBI says. It's the most successful IoT botnet that we've ever seen, and a sign that computer crime isn't just about desktops anymore. Mariah's strategic focus on cheap electronics with poor security boosted its strength, with Southeast Asia and South America becoming hotspots for infections. Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, and China emerged as the top countries with Mariah infections. An analysis by security experts revealed some of the world's top manufacturers of consumer electronics lack sufficient security practices to mitigate threats like Mariah. At its peak, Mariah, functioning as a self-replicating computer worm, enslaved around 600,000 devices globally. Leveraging high-speed broadband connections, it unleashed an unprecedented flood of network-clogged traffic against targeted websites. Its flexibility made it challenging for companies to counter, employing a variety of traffic to overwhelm servers and applications, and employing older techniques often overlooked in modern DDoS attacks. Mariah's rise underscored a critical shift in cyber threats, emphasizing that computer crime extends far beyond traditional desktop environments. The saga of Mariah left a mark on the landscape of cybersecurity, prompting the industry to re-evaluate and fortify defenses against evolving and sophisticated threats. On September 19, 2016, is when the Mariah botnet launched its DDoS attack against the French hosting provider OVH. The attack was different from its typical daily barrage of small-scale DDoS attacks. Mariah unleashed an assault, reaching a staggering 1.1 terabyte per second. Over 145,000 compromised devices participating in bombarding OVH with relentless, unwarranted traffic, marking Mariah as the first DDoS behemoth of its kind. OVH's chief technology officer took to Twitter to sound the alarm, warning of the looming threat that Mariah possessed. Traditionally, a large-scale DDoS attack was deemed to be within the range of 10 to 20 gigabytes per second. With VDOS, it could overwhelm targets with 50 gigabytes per second attacks. However, Mariah shattered these benchmarks, with an attack against OVH hitting an astonishing 901 gigabytes per second. What made Mariah particularly lethal was its capability to attack entire IP address ranges, not limiting itself to a specific server or website. This strategic approach allowed it to cripple an entire company's network, marking a shift in the seriousness of DDoS threats. Mariah was an insane amount of firepower, emphasizes FBI Special Agent Elliot Peterson. At this stage, the internet community remained in the dark about the identities of Mariah's creators and their objectives. Typically, combating a DDoS attack involves filtering incoming web traffic and increasing bandwidth. However, Mariah operated at such a scale that general mitigation techniques proved to be ineffective. Peterson underscores the gravity of Mariah's impact, stating, "DDoS at a certain scale poses an existential threat to the internet. Mariah was the first botnet I've ever seen that hit this existential level." As September unfolded, Mariah's architects continuously refined their code, producing 24 iterations of the malware. Researchers later attributed these iterations primarily to three main defendants in the case, depicting an arms race as the malware grew increasingly sophisticated. The creators engaged in active battles with the perpetrators behind VDOS, competing for control of IoT devices and implementing kill procedures to eliminate competing infections. Fake abuse complaints against internet hosts associated with VDOS were also filed as a part of the cyber competition. Within the digital warfare, boasting about Mariah's prowess surfaced on hacker bulletin boards. An individual using the name Anna Senpai claimed to be the creator, and another named Chicken Melon joined the praise, hinting that competitors might be employing malware from the NSA. Days after the OVH attack, Mariah struck a high-profile security reporter, Brian Krebs. The botnet launched an assault on Krebs' website, Krebs on Security, causing it to go offline for over 4 days. With the peak attack at 623 gigabytes per second. Mariah's onslaught prompted Akamai, Krebs' longtime DDoS mitigation service, to drop his site due to the high cost of defending it. The scale of Krebs' attack was twice the size of the largest attack Akamai had encountered before. While the OVH attack had initially gathered online curiosity, the Krebs incident propelled Mariah to the forefront of the FBI's concerns. This surge in attention was fueled by suspicion that the attack was punishment for an article Krebs had published about the DDoS mitigation firm engaging in questionable practices. Mariah's strategic silencing of a journalist raised alarms within law enforcement circles. The intensifying IoT attacks gathered widespread attention, with media reporters and security experts speculating that Mariah might be a forerunner to an impending assault on the core infrastructure of the internet. Security expert Bruce Schneier expressed his concerns, suggesting that a large nation-state, possibly China or Russia, might be behind the probes on critical internet companies. Behind the scenes, the FBI and industry researchers raced against time to decipher Mariah and identify its perpetrators. Network companies like Akamai created online honeypots, imitating hackable devices, to observe how infected zombie devices communicated with Mariah's command and control server. During the analysis on the attacks, a particular pattern emerged. Many of the Mariah's assaults seemed to target gaming servers, prompting investigators to question the motives behind the attacks on Minecraft servers. The investigation into Mariah's origins would lead FBI Special Agent Elliot Peterson and his partner Doug Klein deep into the intriguing realm of Minecraft, an online game that had unknowingly become a pivotal player in the complex narrative of Mariah. With a staggering 122 million registered users, the Minecraft community surpassed the population of entire countries, captivating an audience of 55 million monthly players, with roughly 1 million online at the same time. Minecraft, despite its seemingly basic visual style similar to early video games, is a three-dimensional sandbox with limitless possibilities. Players could construct entire worlds by mining and building with pixelated blocks. Acquired by Microsoft in 2014 for almost $2.5 billion, Minecraft became the second best-selling video game ever, only trailing behind Tetris. The game's success spawned a thriving ecosystem of fan sites, wikis, YouTube tutorials, and even real-life collection items, including Lego. Beyond its gaming appeal, Minecraft became a lucrative platform for entrepreneurs, hosting servers within the game that allowed users to link up in multiplayer mode. As Minecraft's popularity surged, hosting these servers transformed into a significant business. Players paid real money to rent space and purchase in-game tools. Unlike traditional multiplayer games, individual servers became essential to the Minecraft experience, enabling hosts to set unique rules and install different plugins, shaping and personalizing the user experience. As Peterson and Klein delved into the Minecraft economy, interviewing server hosts and reviewing financial records, they discovered the financial success a well-run, popular Minecraft server could achieve. Peterson recalls, "I went into my boss's office and said, 'Am I crazy? It looks like people are making a ton of money.' These people at the peak of summer were making $100,000 a month. However, the enormous income generated by successful servers also set off a darker side. The weaponization of DDoS attacks against competitors. A digital arms race emerged, with attacks on Minecraft servers becoming common. Minecraft DDoS mitigation servers sprang up to safeguard server investments. The competition among server hosts, often run by young individuals lacking traditional business awareness, intensified. We see so many attacks on Minecraft. I'd be more surprised sometimes if I didn't see a Minecraft connection in a DDoS case," says Klein. The motivation behind these attacks became clear. They were driven by financial gain. Minecraft servers that were gaining substantial revenue became targets for rivals, seeking to knock off line competitors and attract annoyed players. French internet host OVH played a crucial role in this narrative, known for offering VAC, a premier Minecraft DDoS mitigation tool. OVH became a prime target for Mirai's creators. The objective was not a nation-state plot, but rather a calculated effort to undermine the protection OVH provided to key Minecraft servers. For a while, OVH was too much, but then they figured out how to even beat OVH, Peterson revealed. The shocking realization was that DDoS attacks weren't isolated events, but had evolved into a calculated business strategy within the Minecraft ecosystem. Mirai's authors realized the profitability of controlling both servers and mitigation services. They aimed to eliminate competitors and monopolize the market. Walton notes, they just got greedy. They thought, if we can knock off our competitors, we can corner the market on both servers and mitigation. Court documents unveiling the primary motivation behind Mirai's creation to develop a weapon capable of launching denial of service attacks against business competitors and settling personal grudges. The initial goal was to dominate the Minecraft market, but Mirai's creators soon recognized the broader potential of this creation. Walton summarizes the evolution, stating, Mirai was originally developed to help them corner the Minecraft market, but then they realized what a powerful tool they built. Then it just became a challenge for them to make it as large as possible. Initially a calculated business decision, had unintentionally transformed into a cyber threat of unmatched scale and impact. On September 30th, 2016, in the aftermath of the Krebs attack, the Mirai creator took a bold step. The source code for Mirai was released on Hacker Forum, accompanied by default credentials for 46 IoT devices, crucial to its transmission. This move, while complicating the identification of the original author, facilitated widespread adoption, as competing DDoS groups embraced Mirai, creating their own botnets. Over the ensuing 5 months, from September 2016 to February 2017, Mirai and its variants were implicated in more than 15,000 DDoS attacks, emphasizing the significant impact of the malware. As the attacks escalated, the FBI collaborated with private industry researchers to develop tools enabling them to monitor DDoS attacks in real time. This collaboration allowed authorities to observe the attacks and track the direction of hijacked traffic, resembling the shot spotter system used by urban police departments to detect gunshots and respond promptly. Private sector contributions were pivotal in the FBI's efforts, highlighting the importance of industry cooperation in tackling cyber threats. However, the decision to open Mirai's source code had unexpected consequences. The malware's most high-profile attack was the October assault on the domain server DYN, a key part of the internet infrastructure responsible for translating written addresses into specific IP addresses. Its impact was severe, paralysing millions of computer users, disrupting internet connections along the East Coast and affecting service across North America and parts of Europe. Major sites, including Amazon, Netflix, PayPal, and Reddit, were affected. The DYN attack, with a reported magnitude of 1.2 terabytes a second, grabbed the attention of the internet community and highlighted the potential risks posed by such large-scale DDoS attacks. Justin Payne, Director of Trust and Safety at Cloudflare, emphasized the challenge posed by the Mira botnet. The sheer scale of insecure IoT devices, such as modems, DVRs, and webcams, create a distinct and formidable challenge for the tech industry. While the concept of unsecured devices being repurposed for malicious activities was not new, the Mira botnet's massive scale and the poor security of these devices presented a threat, bonded with an intense information sharing effort aimed at reducing ongoing attacks and identifying infected devices for repairs. A Slack channel was established, allowing network engineers from various companies to share real-time information about Mira attacks. The collaborative approach was essential in understanding and countering the evolving threat posed by Mira. Mira's reach extended to Liberia, where DDoS attacks effectively cut off the entire country from the internet. While the attacks targeted Minecraft servers, it also targeted other gaming services like Microsoft's Xbox Live and PlayStation, and a gaming hosting company called Nuclear Fallout Enterprises. The DYN attack marked a new evolution of Mira, drawing national attention and increasing pressure on the FBI agents pursuing the case. Occurring just weeks before a presidential election, there were concerns of foreign interference. The FBI team became concerned that Mira could be employed to affect voting and media coverage. In the aftermath of the DYN attack, the FBI, along with private industry partners, worked tirelessly to secure critical infrastructure and prevent a botnet DDoS from disrupting Election Day. The aftermath of Mira's source code release continued into the following winter. In November, German Telekom faced an incident where over 900,000 routers were knocked offline by a bug-filled Mira variant. Competing Mira botnets dismantled their own effectiveness as they competed for the same devices, leading to small and less impactful DDoS attacks. Anna Senpai, who was unaware of the FBI's investigations, inadvertently triggered a cybercrime saga when releasing the Mira source code. Traditionally, major cybercrime prosecutions emerge from select offices like Washington, New York, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta. However, a growing number of officers, including the Anchorage Squad, now demonstrated the sophistication to navigate complex internet cases. Elliot Peterson, a veteran of the renowned FBI cyber team in Pittsburgh, transitioned to Alaska, focusing on cyber cases within the FBI's smallest cyber squad, led by Walton, a Russian counterintelligence veteran, and partnered with Klein, a former Unix system administrator. Peterson's journey from the Marine Corps, deployed in Iraq, to lead investigations into cyber threats, shows the FBI's adaptability. Despite agents often diversifying as their careers progressed, Peterson's dedication to cyber cases persisted. The Anchorage Squad consists of just 4 agents, has become a significant player in the nation's cybersecurity landscape, specializing in countering DDoS attacks against botnets. Marlon Ritzman, the special agent in charge of the FBI's Anchorage Field Office, emphasizes Alaska's vulnerability to denial of service attacks due to its unique geography. Internet services are vital for rural communities, making the potential impact of a denial of service attack severe. The Anchorage Squad played a crucial role in dismantling the Kelly's botnet earlier in the year, showcasing their expertise in tackling cyber threats. However, the Mira case posed unique challenges for the small town, requiring close collaboration with companies and private sector researchers to piece together a comprehensive global understanding of the threat. Before expanding their investigation internationally, the squad had to establish Mira's existence within their own area, Alaska. To build a criminal case, they carefully identified infected IoT devices across the state, issuing subpoenas to the main telecom company, GCI, to link names and physical locations. Agents conducted interviews across Alaska to confirm that Mira had hijacked IoT devices without user permission. The location differences of infected devices presented challenges, with agents traveling to rural communities, reflecting Alaska's remote nature. Some devices required plane trips, highlighting the squad's commitment to the thorough investigation. The reinstallation of seized devices in the FBI field office added another layer of complexity, as Mira's flash memory required waiting for the malware to reinfect the devices. Tracing Mira's connections back to the main control server involved extensive efforts, including court orders to uncover associated email addresses and phone numbers. The intricate web of connections required careful work. The case briefly stalled when Mira's authors utilized a pop box in France to cloak their location. The compromised device's owner, a French individual interested in Japanese anime, became a suspect due to Mira's anime-inspired name. Throughout the investigation, the FBI closely collaborated with French authorities, highlighting the global nature of cybercrime and the necessity of international cooperation. Following the seize of infected devices, the FBI faced an unconventional task. at their Anchorage field office. To study Mira malware, which only existed in flash memory, agents needed to reconnect the devices. The malware was erased whenever the device powered off or restarted. Fortunately, the botnet's rapid spread ensured quick reinfections, allowing the team to proceed. The squad initiated the process of tracking the botnet's connections back to the central Mira control server. Armed with court orders, they obtained information on associated email addresses and cell phone numbers, linking names to compromised devices. The actors behind Mira exhibited a high level of sophistication in online security, presenting a formidable challenge for the FBI. Elliot Peterson emphasized their proficiency, noting that they had rivaled or surpassed some Eastern Europe teams he had encountered in the past. Due to the nature of DDoS, Peterson highlighted the difficulty in establishing DDoS occurrences, emphasizing the importance of capturing logs in the correct manner. Michael Klein played a crucial role in assembling evidence and reconstructing data related to the DDoS attack. The forensic process involved meticulously reconstructing network traffic data and analyzing Mira's code deployment, particularly the launch of packets against its targets. Klein described it as the most complex DDoS software he had ever encountered. The FBI had honed in on its suspects, marking a significant milestone in the investigations. Photos of the three individuals went up on the walls of the Anchorage field office. They dubbed them the Cub Scout Pack due to their young age. This reflects the squad's personalised approach to the case, giving nicknames to the suspects as they progress through the investigations. Security journalist Brian Krebs publicly exposed Faris Shah and Josiah White in January 2007. The Justice Department's Computer Crimes Unit in Washington, D.C. revealed their guilty pleas. Initially, Jar's family denied his involvement, but the recent guilty pleas include charges of conspiracy to violate the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, primary criminal charge for the cybercrime. The admission shed light on their engagement in the range of cyber activities, including the creation and operation of Mira. Jar faced additional accusations related to a series of DDoS attacks on Rutgers campus, where he had been a student. Over 2 years, a dozen DDoS attacks disrupted the university's network, strategically timed to happen with midterms and finals exams. Someone who was unidentified online urged Rutgers to investigate in improving DDoS mitigation services, which happened to align with Jar's own adventures. In a surprising revelation during the court proceedings, Jar admitted to orchestrating these attacks specifically to overwhelm the central authentication server during critical periods. The trio's journey into building a more effective DDoS mitigation solution wasn't unexpected, given their shared interest in the field. Court documents revealed that Jar and White collaborated on establishing a DDoS mitigation firm. A month before Mira's emergence, Jar's email signature identified him as the president of ProTraff Solutions, specializing in enterprise DDoS mitigations. The court documents outlined individual roles within the Mira group. Jar played an important role, contributing much of the original code and serving as the primary online contact on hacker forums, under the name Anna Senpai. White, who was known online by the names Lightspeed and The Genius, managed the botnet's infrastructure, designing a potent internet scanner crucial for identifying potential devices for infections. The speed and efficiency of this scanner were integral to Mira's ability to surpass other botnets like VDOS. The third member, Dalton Norman, had a previously disclosed role in the Mira botnet. According to the court documents, he focused on identifying zero-day exploits, which significantly contributed to Mira's potency. Norman identified and implemented 4 undisclosed vulnerabilities in device manufacturers' products as part of Mira's operating code. As the botnet expanded, he played a crucial role in adapting the code to support a much more powerful network than initially envisioned. The plea agreements provided clarity on Norman's role within the group. Faris Shah's journey into the world of technology began at an early age. His now deleted LinkedIn page revealed that he was highly self-motivated. and started teaching himself programming in the 7th grade. By the 8th grade, Jar had won the 2nd prize in a science fair at the Park Middle School in Fanwood for an engineering project focused on studying the impact of earthquakes on bridges. As of 2016, Jar claimed proficiency in an impressive array of programming languages, including C#, Java, C++, PHP, and many more. The extensive skill set hinted to his advanced understanding of technology. Notably, when Brian Krebs identified Jar as a potential suspect, he noticed a similarity in the programming languages listed by the Mirai creator, Anno Senpai. Jar's story adds to a historical trend where young people, often teens and college students, have played a significant role in exposing vulnerabilities in the internet's infrastructure. The first major computer worm in 1988 was released by Robert Morris, a student at Cornell. And the first major intrusion into the Pentagon's computer networks, known as Solar Sunrise, occurred in 1998, orchestrated by 2 California teens. Distributed denial of service attacks, a frequent form of cybercrime, emerged in the 2000s when a Quebec teen, Michael Kaus, crippled major websites like Yahoo, Amazon, CNN, eBay, and ZDNet by using a network of zombie computers. During a conference call announcing the guilty pleas, Richard Downing from the Justice Department emphasized the dangers of young computer users losing their way online. The Mirai case prompted the Justice Department to enhance its youth outreach efforts, recognizing the need to address these challenges in a digital landscape. What caught investigators by surprise was that after identifying Jar, White, and Norman, they discovered a new and unexpected use for the Mira Botnet. The creators had shifted from DDoS attacks to an elaborate click fraud scheme. They directed approximately 100,000 compromised Internet of Things devices to visit advertising links, creating the illusion of regular computer users. This click fraud scheme proved lucrative, making thousands of dollars each month by defrauding advertisers in the US and Europe. It represented a groundbreaking business model for an IoT botnet, catching the industry off guard. As Special Agent Elliot Peterson noted, the Mirai creators had introduced a new form of cybercrime that went unnoticed in the industry. Even as the legal case against Jar, White, and Norman concludes, the Mirai threats persist. The open source code has been repurposed by new actors, with updated versions circulating online. Recently, a new IoT botnet named Satora, incorporating aspects of Mirai's code, emerged, infecting 250,000 devices within its first 12 hours. The Mirai saga may be over in court, but its impact continues to reverberate in an ongoing risk posed by its byproducts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, feel free to subscribe. And you can watch another video if you're interested.